If you could just hit that subscribe button down below, it would mean a massive amount to me, but let's get straight into the video. So I've just got home from Elland Road after that crazy game. I didn't want to do a match day vlog because I kind of wanted to just be in it and experience the atmosphere, not through a phone screen. So I didn't really take any footage, and I didn't of the Villa game either, and I didn't actually make a reaction to the Villa game because I was so depressed about it. I was there for that one. What I said in my preview video didn't really come to fruition, and we were terrible, and it wasn't really to do with Jesse Marsch's system. It was more to do with actual individual players playing terribly. They were pretty much all terrible in that game. Couldn't string a 10-yard pass together. But we're going to move on from that because having seen our performance today, I think that was a blip, especially considering we played well against Leicester as well in the first game. So let's just take that Villa game as a blip and have a look at today's game, because today we were actually really, really good. We created so many chances. Rafinha hit the underside of the bar. He hit the top of the bar with his free kick and his volley the other way around, but respectively. And Strauch had that one where he headed it from a corner and then it came back out to him pretty much an open net and he skied it. Dan James had that one where he tried to curl it in the top corner and Tim Krul tipped it over. Like, we had a lot of chances today and we definitely deserved to win, but when they went 1-1 in the 91st minute, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And in fact, I could believe it. I was thinking, right, that's just us, we're down, aren't we? And we came back and Gelhardt scores in the 94th minute. I've never seen limbs like it in my time going to Elland Road. It was mental. And then the final whistle went and everybody's singing I Predict a Riot. It was absolutely class. A good feeling back, really, in the crowd. And Jesse, I didn't even see Jesse Marsch and the players going mental together because I was going so mental and everyone around me was that I wasn't even looking at the pitch anymore. It was unbelievable. Yeah. Really good game of football. We created a lot of chances, didn't give away that many. The Ayling one, God, not chance that is, penalty call. When he went down, me and my mate both went stonewall. He's definitely given away a penalty there. And then when you look back at the footage, so we're in the cheese wedge, so we're like directly behind Ayling when he makes the challenge. And it looks like he just slid in from behind and took him down. When you actually watch the replay, I think it was Rashica, he actually missed the tackle and then stood on Ayling's foot and fell over, so he didn't even touch him. Ayling didn't even make contact with his tackle. It wasn't a foul at all, so that was overturned, and that was an unbelievable feeling, an unbelievable boost for everyone when that got overturned. So yeah, that was an incredible moment. So was the goals. They should never have been allowed to score, really. They did hit the bar, but I think that one was ruled offside as well. But we were such a good team performance today that we definitely deserved to win by a few goals, really. And you could see where the actual tactics were working in terms of pressing them high up, getting the ball, and then going straight towards goal, because you can tell with lesser teams like Watford and Norwich, when you press them high up, they do tend to crap themselves a bit and panic and pass the ball out of play and stuff. So when Bamford was running at them, when Dan James was running at them, their defenders weren't really equipped to deal with that kind of pressure, and they did lose it quite a few times, and we won it back. And people were saying around me, like, that's pressing, that is unbelievably good pressing, high up, squeeze them all into a corner and they've got no way out, and then we take the ball off them. It was class. Now let's talk about individual performances, because first I want to talk about Rodrigo. Rodrigo got a lot of flack for Thursday night against Villa because he was awful and he kept giving the ball away every time he got it. But today he was brilliant. He's probably up there with my man of the match. He was pulling the strings for everything. He was dropping deep, getting the ball. He was spreading it out wide. He was doing everything. His passing was on point. His tracking was on point. He was tracking back and making tackles. It was really good. Aside to Rodrigo, I've not seen for a while. That tracking, that willingness to press, that willingness to tackle and win the ball back. So I thought Rodrigo was brilliant today. Bamford, if you're not a Leeds fan watching this, which I'm assuming most people are, but Bamford, you may think that he didn't play particularly well today in that first half, but his sole job is not just to score goals. He was such a good focal point for the attacks to come off and to springboard from, that when the ball is sent long from Meslier, he was the only one winning headers in there. In the second half, we weren't really able to win those headers. He also holds the ball up well. He backs into a man, holds the ball up and passes it across. He was the one who actually crossed it in with a really good delivery for Rafinha hitting the underside of the bar. So he was instrumental in a lot of the reasons we were good in that first half. So Bamford, yeah, very, very good pressing. But Marsh, I've listened to his post-match interview, and he said that it was a lot to do with the fact that he was just looked tired and couldn't do the second half at that pace was why he was taken off, and no actual injuries. So that's also very, very promising. Who else was good? Dallas was good at left back, filling in for Firpo. I think he was actually a lot better than Firpo has been of late. He didn't really make the same mistakes that Firpo did. He was able to keep checking his shoulder and notice when players were in and around him, and over the other side of the pitch when it was switched, he was then able to go out to them, and he did well. Ayling played well as well. We actually had a back four where you had two recognisable centre backs, which was really good. And then when we were 1-0 up, we did go 5 at the back, and brought another centre back on to go in there. The only thing with that is I don't think it was. I know we won the game, but I don't think it was necessarily the best decision to take off a midfielder and bring on a defender at only 1-0, because there's always a chance, and it happened, that they then get an equaliser, and then you're set up in a defensive way, and you can't then undo that change and go for an attack again. And I thought we were playing well and didn't really look like conceding when he took Click off for Cock. I think that was a substitution, but yeah, I wouldn't necessarily have done that, but then we did win the game, so who am I to say, really? But yeah, unbelievable limbs when the goals went in, unbelievable atmosphere. Everybody was back up for it again. Everybody's behind the team. Everybody's behind Marsh. It looked like it meant a lot to Marsh when we actually got that winner, and yeah, it's really, really positive. Hopefully, because we've got Wolves on Friday, hopefully we can get a result against them, whether that even just be a draw. But I think if we get a draw against them or a win, that gives us massive confidence going into that international break. And all those players who aren't going away internationally can then get with Marsh for 10 days or so and have a proper good amount of time training and no games to get his ideas across a little bit more. So I think if we can get a result against Wolves, whether that, like I say, be a draw or a win, it does stand us in good stead to have a little bit more confidence coming back out of the international break again. Hopefully we can go on a little bit of a run and maybe beat Southampton, which I'm not sure, but I think these games are winnable. It's not like we're playing against Man City and Liverpool where you just think there's no chance of winning. Against Southampton and Wolves, yes, they're both in good form, but they can be got at. They aren't perfect, hence why they're not top of the table. So I think it's possible to beat these teams, especially with a bit of confidence behind us, and especially playing like that, we just need to take our chances a bit more. So yeah, that's sort of my raw and uncut thoughts on what's happened today at Elland Road. Unbelievable game, unbelievable victory right at the end, and an absolutely vital 3 points. So I shall make another video about the Wolves game, and then after that I will make some content in the international break as well. So thanks for watching Leeds Lately, and I'll see you next time.